As we inch closer to the official unveiling of the highly anticipated iPhone 17, the excitement among tech enthusiasts and Apple fans is reaching new heights. Set to launch in September, this next-generation iPhone is already sparking intense conversations across online forums, YouTube channels, and social media platforms. And it's no wonder, the iPhone 17 is expected to come with notable improvements, including an enhanced camera system, more powerful memory options, and possibly even a sleeker, more compact design. But aside from all the buzz surrounding its potential features, there's one major question on everyone's mind. How much will the iPhone 17 cost? The big question: pricing. Although Apple hasn't released any official pricing details, speculation is rampant. Several factors are likely to influence the final cost, including global production costs, shifting manufacturing locations, evolving U.S. economic conditions, and, most notably, tariffs. With all of this uncertainty, consumers are understandably curious about what the new iPhone might set them back financially. Understanding the impact of tariffs. Tariffs have become a central issue in recent years, especially when it comes to imported technology products like iPhones. While some tariffs have been temporarily paused, they remain a looming concern. Former President Donald Trump previously warned that Apple could face a 25% tariff on any iPhones produced outside the United States. Since the majority of Apple's manufacturing still takes place in China, this could have a serious impact on pricing. Currently, there is a baseline 10% tariff on imports, but for products sourced from China, that figure increases to 30%. If existing exemptions expire this summer, tariffs on Indian imports could jump from 10% to 26% in July. Even more dramatically, tariffs on Chinese goods could surge to as high as 145% in August if the temporary moratorium ends. While not all of these costs get passed on directly to consumers, the overall increase in production expenses will certainly influence Apple's pricing strategy. Apple's manufacturing shift. To cushion the blow from rising tariffs, Apple has been gradually shifting parts of its production from China to India. India offers more favorable trade terms and reduced manufacturing costs. However, despite this effort, China still accounts for a significant portion of Apple's supply chain. This means that tariff increases could still lead to price hikes. It's worth mentioning that Apple has also managed these trade tensions quite strategically. Before tariffs were imposed, the company stockpiled products in the US, and some of its devices were temporarily placed on an exemption list. Yet even with these protective steps, the pressure to produce iPhones domestically continues. Trump has encouraged Apple CEO Tim Cook to bring iPhone production to the United States. However, experts argue that domestic production would drive the cost of an iPhone up to an estimated $3,500, a price point that's simply not viable for most consumers. Tariffs are not the whole story. Tariffs are just one piece of the puzzle. Apple sources components from many countries, and assembling all those parts involves a complicated web of suppliers. Changes in shipping costs, labor expenses, and currency fluctuations all contribute to the final retail price of the iPhone. Additionally, key materials like semiconductors may face new tariffs soon, although no details have been announced yet. In the end, while tariffs may not automatically translate to dramatic price hikes, they do shape the bigger picture. Estimating the iPhone 17's price. So, what can we expect the iPhone 17 to cost? Based on leaked information, industry forecasts, and the current price of the iPhone 16, analysts believe the iPhone 17 Air could be priced around $900, which mirrors the price of the iPhone 16 Plus. While the Pro models will undoubtedly cost more, this gives us a baseline to consider. Still, these are only estimates. Until Apple officially confirms pricing during its September event, everything remains speculation. What we do know is that if tariffs do increase before the iPhone 17 launches, those price predictions could shift quickly. Will Apple raise prices? There's growing speculation that Apple might finally raise base model prices. It's been 5 years since the last major price jump for an entry-level iPhone. with each generation bringing more advanced features, like upgraded processors, better cameras, and smarter displays. A price bump wouldn't be surprising. Interestingly, Apple might avoid blaming tariffs for any price increases. Instead, they may frame it as a necessary adjustment to reflect new features, improved performance, and innovation. This strategy would help Apple sidestep consumer backlash, market conditions, and consumer spending. Beyond tariffs, economic instability in the U.S. also affects consumer behavior. With inflation rising, interest rates high, and unemployment becoming a concern, people are thinking twice before spending on expensive tech gadgets. Apple may face a dilemma: increase iPhone prices to maintain profit margins or keep prices steady to protect sales volumes. A weak economy might actually encourage Apple to hold off on significant price hikes in order to remain competitive. How to save on your next iPhone? For budget-conscious consumers, there are a few strategies to consider. 1. Buy last year's model. If the iPhone 17 comes with a hefty price tag, previous models like the iPhone 16 or May 15th see renewed demand. 2. Trade-in programs. Apple and other retailers offer trade-in deals that can significantly reduce your cost. 3. Wait for price drops. After the initial hype dies down, prices sometimes dip, especially around major sale events like Black Friday. 4. Watch for subscription changes. Apple might try to offset production costs by raising prices on services like Apple Music or iCloud. These increases can be subtle but add up over time. The iPhone 17 Pro Max. What's new? Among the standout features of the iPhone 17 Pro Max is Apple's brand new Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth combo chip. This innovation promises faster internet, lower latency, and more reliable connections. That means smoother video streaming, better online gaming, and improved performance when connecting to multiple wireless devices. For users who rely heavily on tech, whether for entertainment, productivity, or both, these upgrades could be game changers. We're especially looking forward to testing out these improvements and will be sharing a detailed review once the iPhone 17 Pro Max is officially in our hands. Final thoughts. The iPhone 17 is shaping up to be one of Apple's most impressive smartphones yet. But with so many unknowns, especially surrounding tariffs, production shifts, and economic challenges, the exact cost remains up in the air. Until Apple gives us the official word in September, all we can do is speculate based on past trends, insider leaks, and economic factors. Whether you're planning to upgrade immediately or considering waiting, it's smart to stay informed.